carrying around an untested volatile experimental science weapon that draws energy from the aether. Wait till you find out what's in a crab witch.
Providence quick light and find that rift modulator.
Troublemaker approaching. Hit him hard!
Driving onward. Yeah.
What? No welcoming committee? Huh. Should be simple unsealing the hangar, at least.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Looks like the Cowboys just rolled in.
On the way. Let's get you here.
That's a bad company.
Favorite morally gray contract. Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now. Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later. Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
Yeah, you know, I'd really rather not deal with any of that. Can we try the elevator?
I see an unfriendly.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in prompt arrest and correction of the perpetrator. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01? How many times must I explain this to you all down there? Every subject aboard the Providence must keep their deck access credentials on their person at all times. If you misplaced your access card, Sovereign help you, because I surely cannot. Perhaps a colleague would be willing to lend you theirs,
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
What the? Take him out!
Fire, move!
I am out!
Don't make me hurt!
Please keep any and all fluids leaking from your body from staining the floor. Failure to do so will result in punishment via denial of medical service. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Request received. Locating Cruelest medical tools. Complete. Commencing medical procedure. As a member of the Protectorate's finest, you are granted access to euphoric stimulants. We trust your loyalty to the Protectorate shall stave off symptoms of withdrawal. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Note, by viewing inventory, user admits they possess foreign currency and shall submit to inspection, interrogation, and/or violent beating by security. Displaying inventory. Greetings, subject. Please note that any attempts to haggle will result in an automated reprimand. Please make a request. This ship is only for authorized Protectorate subjects. You are on this ship. Thus, you are a Protectorate subject. If you are not a Protectorate subject, please purchase a weapon from this unit and shoot yourself. Subjects are expected to pay for any supplies beyond standard issue. Monthly munition supplies should be quite sufficient for training purposes. In case of enemy attack, subject is expected to kill invaders efficiently enough not to require additional resources. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have helm sizing concerns, please increase or decrease the size of your head. Displaying inventory.
You are trying my matriarch-given patience, Deck 01. What is it? Again? I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a daily occurrence, and I will see such slothfulness reflected on her record. Exactly right. You think I enjoy sitting here, fielding inane requests day after day? But I remind you that gossip is strictly prohibited over this channel. Over and out.
So sorry, I have an appointment to keep.
Oh, aren't you the eccentric sort?
She won't be missing that. Let's head up to Deck 2.
I'm here for my treatment, doctor, but there's another pain that I can't take anymore in my mind. My fortitude and focus are weak. I fear my mental health may be slipping.
Processing mention of mental health. Error. Query not found. Please produce your knees for anti-lock knee injection.
Please, let me get release from this life.
Reminder, how might this unit bolster or reduce doctor-patient confidentiality is currently enabled. Unit cannot share patient details. Analyzing argument. Complete. Argument accepted. Deleting recording. Hippocratic Oath. Scientist Winifred Wu is currently suffering from lock knee syndrome. Subject must receive regular injections of saline solution or will experience leg paralysis and must be carried to sickbay. Unit has been assured this is most embarrassing.
You know, it's against code to impede me from seeking medical treatment.
Good thing we already have the credentials we need then. Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet-like. See what information we can uncover.
Attention. Due to the sensitive information housed on this deck, all subjects are required to keep access credentials on their person at all times.
But we can carry this momentum through to the console.
actually authorized? Come here a moment. Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay? Oh, my apologies. I had not considered that additional help might be sought to make up for my deficiencies. And I suppose that's why I'm not in charge around here, and never will be. If you haven't been here before, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat. He's in the Rift Chamber. Be sure to show him your credentials. Security's been awfully stringent of late. Wouldn't do to be accidentally permanently discharged on your first day. I've been trying to convince everyone I'm perfectly fine. For if I do not, I fear I might be remade as part of the new plan for Arcadia. I do not wish to be remade.
No one deserves this. Seeing evidence like this might dent the console's plan some, but I'm guessing he's far past reason.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Go about your business. Or do not.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Size of that thing. No way we're getting the modulator off the ship. Best we can hope is to get closer and learn more about it.
Warning. Unit not rated for prolonged proximity to Rift energy. Potential complications of exposure. Error. Information corrupted due to Rift exposure. Nice weather we have been having. Or not having. Bye. Unit has been functioning for 396 uninterrupted hours. Unit presently scheduled for rest period, never. Hello, Frontier Office. Goodbye. This unit is our master. Energy manifold at extreme low. In event of ship destruction, please inform this unit's engineer.
I was notified that you were here, though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you. We all have urgent needs, and mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait. So you are familiar with the work we're doing? Tell me, what do you make of our experimentations? Ah. So you are seeing what I'm seeing. I fear that I was alone. But none of these daft scientists seem to show any concern over our findings. Reconstitution is not working as expected. We are dealing with twisted versions of what was once normal. It's as I've been saying for weeks, but still, this ludicrous experiment continues. And what makes you think that you have the authority to fix this? I don't know what that is. And either way, you are not the one I must convince to deviate from this mess we're in. Our situation is far more dire than it may seem. There is no proof that Rift data can be stabilized or even edited. The Consul's plan will fail completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear me out, perhaps a third party will have more luck. Here, use this keycard on the module over there. It'll allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead. A deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul. Yes? Was there something else you needed? Yes? And you're correct. Everything that I've studied has confirmed that skip drive usage directly results in the manifestation of rifts. As for why rifts are found far away from humanity, well, I'll leave that for you to conclude on your own. Yes? Was there something else?
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Go about your business. Or do not.
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later. You, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? No matter, dear. I see a data cartridge on you that wasn't there before. I assume those are the schematics. Did you find anything else of note? Wait, what? But rifts are caused by skip drive travel. Human-piloted skip drive travel. How is that possible? Nothing would please me more. Just think, another form of intelligent life to sell goods to. A chance to create needs no one ever knew existed for beings we never knew existed. Much as I'm intrigued by the significance of all this, there's no time to dwell on it now. We need to confront the Consul. You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Well, I can't control what you do, dear. As much as I might wish I could. But if you do start a fight, you best be equipped to finish it.
Ain't opposed to speaking with the man, but I reckon you're both in for a nasty surprise if you think he'll play by corporatist rules.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Hope the Consul's ready for the grand finale. His, not ours. But just in case things get a little frenzied in there, I wanted you to know that well, I appreciate all you done for me. For everyone in our little crew, really. Once we make it out of here, I'm gonna buy you the biggest tankard of zero-G you've ever seen. Ain't heartburn I'm feeling right now, is it? No, must be sentiment. I appreciate you too. Ought to get back to our preparations, Commander. We got a colony to save.
This is it, Commander. The only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain. Feels almost quaint after everything else, don't it? This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. Liberating Arcadia from its despots. I think of it as more of a group effort, but you're welcome. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring do's, never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend. Funny how life turns out. All right, enough jawing. Let's show the Consul to his reward. Law knows it's long past due.
To business, then. Time is capital. Time is bits.
Always the same story, ain't it? These types are too cocky and too deluded to see a threat in Canaan will always bite back.
Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled. Troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
I'd say it's been an honor. Suppose we both know better by now.
Oh, before I forget, here. This might help you serve our mutual interests. When this Rift business is all over, I'm going to bill someone the cost of my valuable time.
Standing around's got me jumpy. After you.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. I'm not interested in what you've acquired by sleight of hand or whatever other sordid means, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Shall we say, the kind that has apparently shredded the more discerning portion of your gray matter. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the Rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the Architect intended. Let me spell it out for you so that you understand. In the Matriarch's younger years, she discovered a crashed ship deep in the Earth, and in it, the very first skip drive. She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, that eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out. Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken. Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the Matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself, like I am doing now. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order, but can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
Setting aside all the settlements that have been razed, lands burned, resources dwindled, all figures I'm sure you know, your folk have had no choice but to go begging for help. Their story is the same every damn time. They were abandoned.
No. It was they who abandoned us, the moment they debased themselves to ask outsiders for help. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that. Indeed. That's why my strongest supporters wholeheartedly believe in me, and the Protectorate cause. So which is it? Can my people see reason, as you so aptly put it? Or are they mindless drones needing desperately to be saved by you? It cannot be both. For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be. You'll note that all the brightest, most efficient Protectorate minds were assigned to the Sentinels, to ensure the history of Arcadia is not sullied. But the Arbiters, they've quite outlived their usefulness. Just one more thing I intend to fix. The people will understand in time. They only care that they are provided for. So you say. But though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was the stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the matriarch's work. I swore to guide the matriarch's line. It was not a matter of choosing sides. It was duty. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary. Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love? As are you.
You're certain to fall.
It appears as in order to modify it with the Rift data you processed in the archive. Unfortunately, this is not possible due to several factors, including but not limited to the absence of a very large net. Donning armor before embarking on the energy readings from the modulator can be hypothesizing.
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The Rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the Rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony. While the Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces to assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either, and is ready to finish what she started. End quote.
Oh, good. I love when more complications are added to the pile. I can handle them with ease, Commander. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Focusing on mission
Now's not
critical
the time for a
objectives.
tete-a-tete, I'm afraid.
Soon the Consul will answer for his...
Just waiting on your orders, Commander.
The rift.
Whenever you're ready.
This close. It's terrifying. I can't believe I ever convinced myself otherwise.
As if the rift's not hair-raising enough? Something about those soldiers up ahead's got my spine tingling. There she is, the Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangulum.
Spy movement!
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
I cannot begin to imagine what you went through after departing this place. But know this, the Commander and I stand readily by your side. We shall slay this nightmare together.
Hey. Support's appreciated. Can't have much to fear with an arbiter, am I? Right? This explains a lot, actually. Never moseyed up here last go around. Poor kid.
Troublemaker approaching.
That's somebody.
Let me know when you need it.
You port slow.
I'm gonna...
This station's a never-ending mess. Good thing we've got our own rate modulator to help us navigate.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
We've port in spades! The consul must be quaking in his boots! Oh, it was blistering near those plasma spouts. At least we did not immolate.
Take him out!
Stand ready.
consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy. Best to stop him. If you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. For that, I am sorry.
Got my lab rolling on front.
Attempting to gain proximity.
Lots of stuff. Just give the signal.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies. Let's get the blow! Hostile fire! Insides are leaking outside.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
Back off!
Currently. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Why did you make me do this?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen.
Helen?
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, something...
Oh, Helen.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well?
We'd like to help.
You do seem... Everything was...
She was...
Wait. There was some... Don't tell me the situation.
Certainly not. I was
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true. Rift.
It's called reconstitution.
So if you can help me though. Right, Commander?
Careful.
How much time? Then go
Can't believe it's...
Don't.
Pascal? Helen?
Yeah. Hurry back. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
These soldiers look even more hideous than our crafting experiments.
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may
We're
approach,
here to
Commander.
help.
We've got supplies at the ready. Are you in need of any? We are most grateful for your role in reconciling.
Initial observations, just any treatments or supplies. Very well. You should notice initial observations conclude that the subject...
Step up. Such a moment calls for a once-in-a-life.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Whoa. Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look?
There's the Providence. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, apart from a whole rendering space-time sun. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
Give the order and I'll take care of it,
Shifting to a less exposed spot. Maintaining perfection.
Why can't the Rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
It would appear our path is barred. That rift looks exceedingly unstable.
Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This is scientist Bernard Rapp. This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Council. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation. that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber.
Oh, was that all we needed?
Let us return to the Rift Terminal so we might continue on our way.
Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand.
Suppose this is a bad... Not to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the Academy.
All it took was some light instruction, and their restorative cocktails will braid my imperfections.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
On your phone.
Must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste. Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised. Good. My vision was starting to swim for me right there.
Troublemaker approaching.
Sorcerer's hypothesis was correct all along. The results from the experiments were faulty. Capture the readings. We'll let the blame settle as it lies. Data retrieval complete. Let's hope the others return shortly.
Let's dismiss what the hell you do.
We should get up to the Providence quick light and find that rift modulator.
Attention! Please report your
It was easier than I expected. Now, let's find a way to unseal the hangar before we're noticed.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Looks like the cavalry's just rolled in.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just say which.
I see functioning without...
Got my left on an unplug.
Join me! We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now! Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, one floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions. Any more troops in here, they'd be tripping over one another. Don't you worry. These are the best paid closers in my fleet, and worth every bit. We'll hold here to ensure you aren't flanked by reinforcements as you delve deeper in. Don't fritter away your lives cheaply now. I've made a significant investment in you.
please make a request. If you are not a protectorate, in case of enemy attack, display...
Huh? Disruptive influences!
What is with the anomalous behavior?
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. This intercom is now. How can I assist you, Deck 01? Again? I shall send her down right away. Exactly, but...
I am honored to stand by your side, even here, at the end of all things.
Knock off the funny business.
All right, Winnie. You can do this. Just tell the doctor that you need to be sent to mental refreshment, and you'll be out of this place.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
So, sorry, I have an appointment to keep.
Able hands. We can reach the second deck now.
Good thing we already have the credentials we need then.
If we choose to keep from arbitrating the local scientists, we may be able to gather information on where the console's modulator is stationed. No, I do not need a respite.
Did you not hear the intruder alert from the crew deck? This is a very poor time to be loitering somewhere you should not. You'd best present a very convincing reason for your presence, lest I order our automechs to smear you across the floor. Oh, I apologize for my tone. One cannot be too cautious these days. You understand. Please don't let me keep you. Speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat in the Rift Chamber. He'll help you get situated. I would appreciate it if you did not mention my tenor to him. Of course, the console's vision for an idealized version of Arcadia are paramount to my own aims. It's my wife, you see. She's never loved me, and she chews with her mouth open. Through the console's plan, I expect to see both issues rectified, especially the latter one. Montserrat asserts that this is not how the Rift shall work, but I believe he simply needs to redouble his devotion. Return to your work, my fellow subject.
No one deserves this.
Go about your business. Or do not.
Irrefutable proof that the Consul's mad plan is impossible. Yet even if we confronted him with it, I doubt it can stop him.
Unit. Functioning for 396. Unit presently scheduled.
Look at the size of the rift modulator. Seems we shan't be using it. Not without commandeering the whole ship. Let us see what we can unearth regarding it.
Ah, I was notified that you were here. Though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time as a... Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator. So you are familiar with the work we're doing? Ah, so you are seeing what I'm seeing. Reconstitution is not working as expected. How exactly am I to speak out of turn? I'm locked in this void damn lab around the clock. If my productivity dips, or if I try to leave, I'll be sent to mental refreshment. It's enough to make anyone fall in line. Besides, I quite like my 4-time streak of Subject of the Month accolades. And what makes you think that you have the authority to fix this? I don't know what that is. And either way, you are not. Our situation is far more dire than it may seem. There is no... which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him, showing how the... Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear Mia on the module over there, will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, put a deck up in the control room, the console.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis.
Every test of reconstitution, and we are all had included extensive notes. Yes? Was there something else you needed? Yes? The implications are that many rifts are entirely outside of our control, should we wish to manipulate them or close them. Yes, I can. We are the sole producer of skip drives for the colonies, and so have been able to track where and when each one has been used for faster-than-light travel. It's this manner of travel that creates rifts, and none of the rifts we have detected in the far reaches of space have correlated with the data we have. As for why rifts are found far away from humanity, well, yes, was...
The rifts have spawned throughout unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now. Our work here is not done. We must confront the console before anything can come to fruition regarding these schematics or the rift modulator.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. So Consul Thoreau has everything directly under his control. I'd say that's remarkably competent for the Protectorate, but he is the one who's been pulling their strings all along. Did you find anything else of note? Wait, what? But rifts are caused by skip drive travel. Human pipe? Oh, nothing would please much as you might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
You may try to reason with the Consul, but I suspect it is a worthless effort. Traitors typically only realize their errors through force.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
Honorable to the last. The Consul will pay. He will pay most dearly.
Ah, Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
All weepy on me now. We'll see each other again later. That is, unless we don't.
I'd say it's been an honor, but, well, suppose we both know better by now.
To business, then. Time is capital. Time is bits.
We'll succeed in our mission, Commander. We must.
When this rift business is all over, I'm going to build someone.
Standing around's got me jumpy.
Time. To business, then. Time is capital.
Standing around's
Time
got me
is
jumpy.
bits.
This is it, Commander. This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. That's the damn truth. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring, funny how life... All right.
So, here we finally stand, at the threshold of the final confrontation with the Consul. How I have waited for this moment. There's little doubt that he must be slain. And yet, I wish there were an alternative. He should have to rectify his wrongs and answer to Arcadia's people. The Consul shall have to answer for his deeds. I'll not hear otherwise. But if you do not seek to simply let him go free, I shall follow your lead as best I can. There was a time when all of this, not just confronting the Consul, but standing here beside you, would have been impossible to consider. I'm glad that we met. Let us proceed. We shall bring the Consul to justice together.
Never would I ever have
Do I appear like...
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you... You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Shall we say, I've been following your progress when you began your dealings, but now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. For all your bluster, you seem more concerned with running your mouth than improving your performance in the field. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? It was a modest success. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. It's only a crime in your estimation. When one clinches a decisive victory, who among the living would dare complain about the methodology? Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored with Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. I cannot blame you people for clinging to the ill-gotten authority you've wielded for so long. But your lot will now be one of disappointment. This future is what is owed to us. In the Matriarch's younger years, she dissected this tech, but it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better...
Beware, Commander. The Consul is a master manipulator. Trying to speak with him may be more dangerous than simply slaying him on the spot.
You're entirely out of your jurisdiction. And were I within reach, I would strike down this apostate dog myself. If you wish for me to entertain your argument, you will silence him.
If you've a plan, I trust you to see it through. But I shall keep a hand on my hammer throughout.
It's your time that's running out. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally... Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of... Yes, of course we argued over methodology. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the Matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. Yes, well, we also lost the same can be said for any subject who lived. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
Commander's right. Protectorate's been...
And? Our devotion, you are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subject. For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be.
The Arbiters no longer support you, Consul. Those naive enough to retain some measure of trust shall no longer, once they learn of your actions here.
There. Was that so hard addressing your betters in a proper fashion? You'll note that all the brightest, most efficient Protectorate minds were assigned to the Sentinels, to ensure the history of Arcadia is not sullied. But the Arbiters, they've quite outlived their usefulness. Just one more thing I intend to... So you say...
Though it matters not, you will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? You imbecile, you know well what I mean. Now explain. How will things come back wrong? I see. Well, the man was always a cynic. I find that attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale might. One data point means little. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. I will not be lectured by an outsider. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from...
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the matriarch's work. I do not dismiss that I was complicit. It was my duty to guide him to the best of my ability. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay.
You allow your resolve to be shaken when millions lie dead? If I had not traveled with the Commander, I would attempt to slay you on the spot. Instead, I shall appeal to any lingering remnant of your honor to do what is right.
Do you want me to applaud you for your restraint? No. It doesn't matter what proof you bring before me. I am following the grand plan, and I will be vindicated. And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary. Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love? As are you. Your turn to fall. Let's end this. I've no time for games of cat and sprat.
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the rift modulator in.
You don't have some dubious plan for this eventuality? I owe Niles 5 bits.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but, someone present will need to take one for the team. Oh, what's the point of living if you can't allow yourself the occasional moment of theatrics? The Order and I will use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies. If you're looking for a sap to fly that rickety rig, don't look at me. I intend to abscond back to my ship with those wonderful little schematics. I have plans for those plans. Now why'd you have to bring that up? That's, I suppose you've made one hell of a sales pitch. Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
Of everyone here, I had you last to volunteer on a selfless suicide mission. It would appear there's more to your character than I thought.
Oh, shut up, the lot of you! Don't make a fuss, or you'll make me change my mind. That's a nice thought. If they make one of the consul, tell them I said to give him no chin. Now, I think I've had my fill of this conversation. Simply take the schematics and depart my presence in awe-struck, misty-eyed silence.
So, in the end, moved by the ghosts of her past, Auntie Cleo boarded the ship and became the galaxy's unlikely savior. In her final moments, the ruthless Auntie's Choice CEO mused that maybe she was the best choice after all. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. For his outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milverstreet was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the Protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Following Inez's humiliation of Auntie's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. Freed from her Rift obsession thanks to the intervention of her commander, Aza tapped her long-suppressed scientific aptitude and joined the Order as an archivist. Her homicidal intensity served her well during peer review. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. But with the old Auntie dead A new figurehead was needed to keep up appearances. Company execs fast-tracked auditions for a new Auntie. Some employees thought she looked suspiciously different, but were too overjoyed with the prospect of growing profits to care. The water drugging program, effective for improving focus and assisting scientific breakthroughs, held great potential assisting the Order's pursuit of solving the equation. That is, if the drugs were used in moderation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the Commander's actions. With Azza's guidance, the Glorious Dawn's fanatical theology was channeled into helping humanity strive for perfection under the guise of being worthy to join with the Rifts. The Dawn's faithful grew dramatically, as did the average colonist's life expectancy. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public domain resulted in new and exciting opportunities for independent manufacturers. However, unchecked use of the drives would ultimately lead to an even greater proliferation of rifts, once again imperiling the galaxy. Fortunately, the Order stepped in. Leveraging their partnership with Auntie's Choice, the Order sold rift modulators to all skip drive manufacturers for a modest price, thus preventing another outbreak of rifts, while Auntie's Choice made a tidy profit. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.
Assess the ship system, so we can suss out what to do. What are you waiting for? The module's right there. See?
Knew there'd be a catch.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need... Oh, the Order and I will use the schematics and the processed Rift data to mass-produce
I don't like where this is headed.
Well, now, I suppose this is goodbye, isn't it? I should say how I appreciate you helping me gain control of Arcadia, to promise you and avoid tearing up about how this all fell to you.
So much for any pretext of honor. It would appear the responsibility of saving Arcadia falls to us.
No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. Back on Greater Tranquility, you wish to give me a chance to atone for my mistakes. I'd say that opportunity has come.
If this is not some jest, then I misjudged you, DeVries. Being willing to make up for past misdeeds takes true iron.
Magnanimous. But it's not for my legacy that I'm doing this. Now go.
So, in the end, Augustine DeVries chose to die to atone for her actions. And yet, even that hope faded in her final moments, as she realized nothing would make up for what she had done. But at least she'd not have to live with her guilt any longer. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fight for his outside-the-box vigilant Hogarth, Auntie's choice assumed the monastery's seer wife. After defending, Val continued as he rose through the Earth Direct agent. He ultimately following Inez, utilizing what he learned along after thoughtful, freed from her rift with the modulator schematics shared. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade. Anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. The water drugging program, effective for improving focus and is adrift without when sovereign until despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business with Aza's guidance. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public. Fortunately, the Order stepped in, leveraging their partnership with the Rift Compromise between the. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism. All of these events turned on the disciples, but through